All right, here we are for another Bullcrap introduction. I won't keep you here long, so let's just get this wheel spun. Huh, I wonder what this game is about. Ooh, cool ambiance. Wow, very cool. This is an awesome level select screen. It's so simple, but so like atmospheric. Okay. What wheels have we got? It's like these standard ones. And I get to drive it? Hell yes. So we've got guns highlighting. Guns for days, huh? Sure. Oh. The drill is not having a good time. Eraser. Here we go. It's, right there. Yeah, that should work fine. Holy shit. My car exploded. Ladies and gentlemen, today we embark on a journey of creativity, destruction, and catastrophic failure. I'm on fire! No! Welcome to Besiege, the game where you're given a bunch of medieval Legos, regularly instructed to build war machines, and then watch as your creations immediately catch fire and fall apart before even reaching the enemy. This is a game about precise medieval engineering. And by that I mean slapping cannons on a wooden box and hoping for the best. Though I do want to mention, I haven't actually gotten through the entirety of this game, as there are a ton of levels to get through. By the time I finished recording the footage for this video, my brain was already fried, and would barely meet the challenge of later levels. So with that in mind, here's a Bullcrap introduction to Besiege. Starting off, Besiege is a sandbox physics-based destruction game where the only goal is to build machines capable of completing objectives. Which sounds easy, until you realize that every machine you make is one final piece away from either greatness or becoming an accidental intercontinental ballistic missile. There we go. You start the game by building a simple wooden frame. Maybe you could add a couple of wheels, make you go a bit faster. But wait, there's more! Call right now and you can improve your lame medieval car by attaching spinning blades, flamethrowers, explosive rockets, and a weird grabby arm that doesn't really do anything, but I think you get the gist. From carrying objects to a specified target, demolishing the local agriculture, burning armies alive, and beyond, there's always some medieval war crime waiting to happen. I was actually quite delighted to see how much this game had to offer, as this kind of reminds me of other physics-based puzzle games like Polybridge, where the only limits to what you make is your imagination. In fact, it's also similar as the levels have additional side missions and criteria to show that you've fully beaten the game. Of course, there's a very important difference between that game and this, because there's no budget. You can build a giant-ass block of a car housing an ungodly amount of explosives, ready to take out an entire castle. But with having freedom to build whatever you want, all in the name of beating these goals, the question becomes, where does it go from here? As you progress, levels demand more creative solutions. One moment, you're flattening a village with your medieval car like it's a steamroller. The next, you're delicately transporting a fragile object across a battlefield, like some kind of adrenaline junkie medieval FedEx driver. The game forces you to innovate as you continue to play. You'll find that most of the first levels can be beaten with similar designs, but then the game says, wait! Before you go, you could upgrade your siege tank absolutely free with our new flying package. And suddenly, you're strapping fans and balloons to a medieval war cart like you're some kind of unhinged Renaissance inventor. Looking at you, Leonardo. Your creations go from simple siege engines to mechanical nightmares that defy both physics and human decency. And no matter how well you think you've designed something, Besiege will always find a way to keep you in check. That you are but a fool with a dream and a very, very flammable wooden chassis. I think I was beginning to lose my mind as I continued to play. The voices in my head were whispering, what if I made a tank? And what if that tank was built into a mech? And what if Next thing you know, you've spent over 4 hours designing a mechanical masterpiece only for it to trip over a rock and explode. But besides wasting your life, determining whether or not you would have been the best medieval engineer in history, I couldn't help but wonder, was that it? Build a bunch of things, blow a bunch of stuff up, and just move on with my life? Well, yeah. This is just a game where you're meant to lay siege to the populace with your monstrosities. But don't leave quite yet! If building janky death machines isn't enough, Besiege also lets you create custom levels, meaning that you can craft entire obstacle courses of pain and suffering just for your friends. If you have any of those. But speaking of friends, there's multiplayer. So now you and your buddies can work together to engineer the ultimate war machine, or more likely create an abomination of a level that basically explodes before it even starts. If you think your ideas are impressive, the Steam Workshop has hundreds of thousands of creations from people who clearly don't sleep. But wait, there's more. You can download fully functional transformers, tanks, and even a medieval mech suit. Act now and receive an existential crisis completely free of charge. I mean, seriously, giving people the ability to share their builds on the internet is always an interesting choice. Because why lay siege to your enemies when you could be speedrunning Doom in the 14th century? Oh, and if you're still not satisfied, there's a modding community. Do you want more weapons? Maybe more movement options? Or maybe you just want something completely cursed. There's probably a mod for that. Just try not to mod so much that you forget the game is supposed to be medieval. We're playing Besiege, not Teardown. Though, at some point, even the devs might not be able to tell the difference. At its core, Besiege is a game about creativity. You can practice building complex machines, extensive logic gates and networks, to create truly impressive mechanical wonders. For most players, it's a valuable lesson in engineering, and an even more valuable lesson in why some ideas should stay on paper. In my opinion, it's a perfect game for anyone who loves destruction, engineering, or making their friends watch in horror as your perfectly functional contraption collapses in on itself. As for the official Bullcrap rating, Besiege earns a solid 7 out of 10 exploding machines. But I'm not done yet! If you call the number on screen right now, we'll be airdropping one directly to your house, absolutely free! Did you enjoy the video? If so, do me a favor by hitting the like button and let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear about the most cursed machines you've ever built, or what war crimes you committed. In-game, of course. And hey, if you're new here, consider subscribing. It's free, and I promise I won't catapult your house into orbit. At least, for now. If you want to share your Besiege monstrosities, post memes, or suggest the next game that I play, you should consider joining the Discord. The link can be found in my profile, and I'd love to see what positive community we could build. But that's it for this video. So I hope you're having, or have had, a wonderful day. See ya.